Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Rodgers' Packers.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. It's a little educational piece. I know a lot of people hear 3-4, 4-3, etc. Take us through the 4-3, Charles.
Okay, 4-3. 4 down defensive linemen, usually 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends. Behind them, the 3 those are the linebackers. The middle linebacker, often known as the Mike, with 2 outside linebackers, the Sam and the Will. There's your 4-3.
Sam on the strong side, Will on the weak side. The left side completion to Jones. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because his...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, torn back across his body. Picked off by Blake Martinez.
I think that interception happened for... Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Falcons taking over on offense in just a second, and, you know, this year ended In disappointing fashion now. Last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak. But if you're a Falcon fan, this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was because, let's be honest about it, losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you were in the Super Bowl. You were playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better. Ultimately ended up 10-6, found their way in the playoffs, but didn't get the deep run as they had the year before. So you're exactly right. For Falcons fans, that's a tough one. But this is a team that's built to be good for a long time.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
At a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Coleman now. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going. If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
In motion right is Jones. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Room here to run. He's got daylight. And all the way down to the 26. A big run there by Jones. 58 yards on the ground. Fresh set of downs here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football, but they face a second and long to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along, or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Ryan to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Ryan connects with Sanu right side. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta 1st down. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. Have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a 3-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Hey, let's go. Check.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They have more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
319! 319! 319!
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now Rodgers. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
319!
Rodgers to throw on second down. Steps away to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
319!
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching.
Yeah, I like it. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's Ryan. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. Ryan finding Gabriel for the Falcon first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down. Now it's Ryan. Flush to his right. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. On first and 10, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. This will be caught inside the 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. Defense showing blitz.
Over here. 630.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 15-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. The play clock's running down. Now Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The leg work there getting him the first. Slot man moves right. A give to Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys that people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on 2nd. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. On play action. Now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Brooks Reed able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Get loud. I want to hear it.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Kenny Clark able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 on the gain there, and it'll be 1st down Atlanta. Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Ryan.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, for the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And it's complete. Hooper. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Escaping the pressure right. And some space here. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. And they're definitely showing blitz here. On 2nd down, Ryan. Caught by Sanu. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, 28 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say They need something good to happen right here, right now.
And the D looking like they may blitz. To throw is Rodgers. To throw on second down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brooks Reed in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. To Freeman. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Ryan on 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough one.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kenny Clark in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Play action. It's Ryan. Jones has it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards there on the pickup. And it'll give the Falcons a 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They toss to Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Ryan, and incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Check 13. Check 13. Okay, Paul, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Hey, check 26. Hey, check. 3 down. 319.
Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Packers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is third down and 12. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Hard throw, incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he fields it cleanly. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Coming left, it's Freeman. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Well, that second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Hey, let's go. Hey.
On third down, that's Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. The 20. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So Tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Back to throw. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. And now a first down following that long gain. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 11 more on that one, and another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Rodgers got to have this one. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bleedy Ray Wilson. Well, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a one-point victory. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback, because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.